Time for your SMTV Sports.
What's going on, Golden Eagles? I'm Gabe Calhoun, your SMTV Sports anchor. Let's kick off this segment with football. USM would travel to Lafayette. UL would get on the board first, but Matt Jones would answer with a 1-yard touchdown. USM would get 2 more field goals to extend our lead, and Braylon Braxton would launch a 97-yard bomb to Micah Davis, where he took it all the way to the apartments to make it 20-10. Chris Jones would get a strip sack to end the game. USM would spoil Louisiana's homecoming 22-10. Speaking of homecoming, this week, ULM looks to travel to Charlesboro, Arlington, but we don't think that's going to happen. Kickoff will be at 2:30. Serving over to volleyball, we traveled to South Alabama, where things didn't go our way as we got swept in both games 0-3. Southern Miss will look to bounce back in conference play as they travel to Virginia to take on Old Dominion. Game 1 is tonight at 5 and Friday at 5. Both games can be heard on the Southern Miss Sports Radio Network. USM Soccer did traveling of their own as they went to San Marcos, Texas, and got absolutely destroyed 1-6. USM has one more opportunity at home, Friday, October 24th, and kickoff is looking to be at 3 o'clock, weather depending, at the Marshall Bell Sports Complex. With all that traveling we're talking about, let's talk about traveling that's bad. In the game of basketball, USM would host an exhibition game against Houston Christian to kind of get everything going. But USM would struggle to find the bottom of the cup early, as from beyond the arc, they went 1 from 11, which would lead them to trail at half 27-21. Dylan Brumfield, a Hattiesburg native, Isaac Tavares, and Philo Dieng would start a run for the Golden Eagles in the second half, but their efforts weren't good enough as they would lose the game to Houston Christian 64-69. As for our player of the week, it goes to more than just one person, a whole group, a nasty bunch, if you will. As we lead in interceptions in the Sun Belt and are second in the nation, Chris Jones, our starting linebacker, is number 1 in tackles and 7th in the nation. For turnover margin, we're number 1 and 3rd in the nation. And getting to the quarterback of total sacks, we were number 1 and 12th in the nation. USM athletic teams are made up from athletes from all over different cities, states, countries, and or skill levels. Not all can play at the Division I level off the bat. Some prefer to take a different route, which is junior college sports or JUCO. But that's not to be taken lightly, as JUCO athletes are strong, especially in the state of Mississippi, as Mississippi is known as the JUCO recruiting powerhouse. Coach Missy Bilderback explains that what she wants to do to keep the players in Mississippi.
Obviously, if there's a great player in the state of Mississippi that I believe can help us win ball games, then we want to secure those kids and keep them here at home. You hope that you have that retention, that we were speaking about earlier, and if those kids will stay with you, or in this case, transfer with us, it gives us a head start and a jump start. I do believe that. Keeping the athletes in the state of Mississippi would be a wonderful thing for everybody, from the athlete to the families to the schools who are even gunning to recruit the athletes.